Hey everybody, welcome back to Master Quogie's Master Builds, where today I'm going to be showing you my latest project, the Pirates of the Caribbean from Disneyland. So let me move you in to show you more of the details. So as you can see here is the front of the ride queue, where if you've been to Disneyland you should recognize it pretty well, with the two torches here and the trellis. One thing that I'm doing with this project is I'm trying to pay a lot of attention to details and trying to recreate real world things into Lego. I started this project a little while ago, probably last year, but this year I really made a push to keep working on it and hopefully get it finished by later in the year some point. So right there is this tree that I spent a ton of time on, trying to get it to look kind of like those trees that you would see at Disneyland. And this part of it right here is actually at an angle, and these support it pretty well actually. Like, considering its size, it actually holds up pretty well. That was a technique that came up, which uses like the clippy hinge technique, and then parts with studs on the side, if you want to see, to accomplish that look there. So that was an interesting thing. That's taken me probably a few weeks to get this tree going here. And on the other side, you can see there is a little garden bed here, which a lot of people might not really know is there. Again, another thing that I've done is I've looked very much into like what stuff there is in the actual ride. And there's this this other tree build. I'm not really certain if this one's gonna stay. It's strong, but it's not that as nice looking. And there goes some of my bushes. Those are some bushes that I got off of Pick-a-Brick, and they're pretty simple, but they use this part that I've seen used for Minecraft, and I actually got it in the Minecraft color to represent that it is more of a like the stalk of the I guess the branches of this bush, and then the dark green leaves look perfect. And then I got a variety of different colors, so those are going to be used throughout the build. That's just your general ugly supports that nobody's really going to see, but actually if you look a little further in, there's a door there which does lead somewhere. These are meant to represent the Smeltzers from Disneyland, and actually now that I'm filming this, I see I've got something stuck in there, another plant that I was making. Smeltzers from Disneyland, should look those up if you don't know what those are. And another door on the other side. Yeah, so they have those mysterious doors there. Again, another thing that I'm trying to cover in this mock is attention to detail and like what this actually does as a in the real thing. So let's another thing is all of these wires, which you may have noticed, because all of these lights are going to light up when it's done. And there's the 4 lamp posts on the bridge, and that is going to be sort of like, these come off just in case I want to take those off. They're not particularly easy to take off, but they can. And yeah, I haven't really decided if I want to keep these lampposts. These are actually a pretty new addition to the ride. And I guess you can tell me in the comments if you think I should keep those in the MOC or not. I think that they kind of look a little weird considering that these are for the bridge and then these are kind of just out here, and I'm not really sure if those should stay or not. So feel free to give your opinion on that. Yeah, there's what those walls look like. And yeah, so this is the line that the queue that comes obviously through here and continues up both sides. Again, there's another one of those lanterns. These are drinking fountains on the side. Not really super accurate drinking fountains, but hey. And yeah, that's the back side of that tree, which if I zoom in, has green blocks, but they blend in pretty well. Blocks and Technic on the top of the stalks right there to make it sturdy enough. And as you can see when I touch it, that thing's not going anywhere, which is another big thing that I try to incorporate in my builds, is trying to get everything so that's strong enough. So yeah, I think that's about it for this part, because this connects into this other part over here, which I'm about to show you. So let's go over here. Maybe I should bring it out into the light. This is a support technique that I came up with because essentially back here is the bottom of the ride. This is going to be the bottom of the ride. So everything else kind of needs to be raised up. I haven't officially decided if I'm going to keep this technique because it's used a ton of my blocks already and I've barely gotten anywhere on this project. But yeah, let's move back around to the front. And essentially, if you can see, this connects into this part over here, which hasn't been raised up yet. But those green circles and the tile pattern go straight in with this green circles and that tile pattern, because there are more trees that go here. And right there is my Lego figure. He's just there for reference. So I'll move him out of the way. And yeah, this is the cord for the fountain, which is a working fountain. I believe there's another video up on my channel showing this thing actually working. So yeah, that's the working fountain, and that's what it's for. If you can sort of imagine it, I can't really show you right now, but that staircase leads up to this piece right here, continues all the way over there and up to this part, which then is up here, and then you're back at this ground level. So pretty interesting thing. Again, there's some columns there. And these designs, which are just painted flat in the real world, but again, you can't accomplish real world designs without having some extra texture usually. And moving on up here, you can sort of see there's compared to a minifigure. This is the front of the building, and I'm continuing this color, which I love. I think it looks great for what I'm trying to do. And yeah, I pretty much ran out of that color, so that's kind of all I've got of that upper part right now, because I used all of it on the line and now I don't have any more. So, but these doors, they do work. It's kind of a pain to open them, but they do actually work when I need them to. And now that's falling apart. Okay, whatever. So yeah, and if you look right here, those are actually some pretty neat door designs too. Those those ones right there, these ones back here also do open. that's a fake door purely and simply because it's fake in the real world. But all three of those doors open, and that door over there is going to be a little different. If you look up this building in the real world, you'll see what I mean about all of the doors on the front of the thing. And yeah, there are some bars up there, or that's what those are supposed to be. Those are just kind of a, not a well-known building technique, but you can just stick super flats in between, or tiles in between studs to get that desired effect there. And if you can kind of see, the building is kind of tiered like that, where you've got, it keeps moving back. And yeah, so moving this thing around to the back, this is what it's starting to look like. If you've been in the ride, there are murals here, so I'm gonna make some custom stickers most likely for these beige portions to get, like, I think Barbosa goes over here and Jack's like on this one, I believe. But yeah, so that's that, and that's a cast member only door, but it is gonna lead into something else. And there's actually a reason why it cuts off right here. So the reason for that is because the rest of the ride is gonna be a working motorized with real water, real lights, real show, and that's gonna start right here where this sort of just goes to nowhere. And yeah, the last thing I guess to show is this other part that I've also done a little bit of work on. It has not taken nearly as long as some of the other parts, but if you can kind of see what I'm doing here, these two parts fit pretty snugly together, which again, this whole MOC is just going to be kind of modular like that. So I'm going to move the tripod again, and yeah, so we're over to here, which this is kind of the design that I came up with for the rim of the project here. And yeah, feel free to let me know if you like this. It's one of the things I'm still debating on, like if I like this or not, using the I like to call it dark orange. In official LEGO colors, this is nougat, this is medium nougat, and that's light nougat. But I like to call this dark orange, and this I call medium nougat. Thinking maybe gain some of those tall panels here to make this a little cheaper, because I just don't know if I care that much. And then these are sort of going to be posts that are going to be, you know, every once in a while in the MOC. And yeah, you can see this. Maybe if I show you, that wall sort of lines up perfect with the rest of the building and is going to continue down that way. And yeah, okay, showing minifigure compared to this, I mean pretty large. Here's another fake door, like that, yeah. So anyway, this last little bit right here is a for some who don't know, there is like a second floor to this building, which was originally a art gallery, and later it was turned into a dream suite, and now I think it's a dinner place. But anyway, this is the elevator that goes up to it. The door in this is a little more prominent, whereas in the real world it's more discreet, it's more hidden. But that's kind of just the door that I had, and this was a really neat technique that I came up with just tonight, actually. Using dark gray behind the sand green allows me to get that texture on here, so you can see that that sticks out more than this dark tan. And yeah, also another weird thing that I found out is I got a bunch of these green parts at the LEGO store for like really cheap, and I can't really tell that they're green unless I really look. Right now I can see it because the camera's picking it up, but you can't really see that at all. So that's really interesting. So anyway, right here it's just going to be open, and there is going to be an elevator that's going to come up and down on a motor right there. So, and yeah, this is kind of also like one of the ends of the mocks. One of the ends of the mock here. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try and make a video about these. Make a video about doing this. Really, my most complete portion is this first portion that I showed. I'm pretty much almost done on that, and mainly I've just got to tile the whole thing. I haven't really decided if I want to do that. Again, if you have an opinion on something, go ahead and let me know. I love interacting with people, so if you give me some input, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, so anyway, that's kind of what I've got for right now. And another thing to mention is I got a lot of these parts that you see here just from okay, I didn't get the leaves. The leaves costed more off of Pick a Brick, but all of these, like Lego calls it, light nougat pieces came from those boutique hotels, which I made a video a little while back showing that I was combining them and that I was going to use them for something else. Well, this is that thing. This is that project that I've been wanting to do. And yeah, I might look kind of, I don't know, blotchy, but essentially some of the stuff is really going into place here. So yeah, I guess that's it for the video. And if you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. I've only gotten a few subscribers. I don't blame you for not subscribing. That's not really a problem. But if you do enjoy this video, I hope that you do subscribe, because it would mean a lot to me. And yeah, keep checking back if this is something that you'd like to follow. It's something that I'm trying to speed the production of here. And later tonight I'm going to be releasing another video about a May the 4th little build that you can do. So go make sure that you check that out as well. So thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.